start your bedtime routine however long, maybe half an hour beforehand, and make that a habit so that you're doing the same thing. If you get into bed half an hour before bed and you want to read a book, read your book a half an hour before, and make sure you keep that routine. A nighttime routine is very important to, a kind of like a healthy sleep overnight.
Transmission received. Authorization granted. Welcome to the video.
What's up, dreamers? And I hope everybody is happening. I hope everybody's happening. I hope everybody is having a splendid day or morning or night, depending on where you are in the world. And I want to let you know that you are awesome. Welcome to Driving and Vibing. What is the vibe today? The vibe is techniques for sleep. Techniques on getting to sleep faster, on going to sleep harder, on sleeping well. So I've been going over a little bit of why things are important, but let's go over techniques, maybe some stuff that I do. What do I do for sleep? Some stuff that I have read that may help, that maybe I want to try that I haven't tried. So let's just dive right into it. Sleep is very important from what I have read and what I know and what I've told you all. Sleep is important. Sleep helps with your cognition, your overall energy, your ability to make executive decisions, think properly. It will also help with your mental health and your overall physical health. And I think one of the best benefits is to reduce irritability. So like yesterday I got such poor sleep that I was irritable all day, but today I got good sleep. And there's kind of a little bit of a drag out effect when you get poor sleep, where it kind of fades into a couple of days. But today I feel much better. I don't feel 100% from getting poor sleep 2 nights ago, but I do feel much better. And I can tell that I'm going to be less irritable. Yesterday I was very irritable, and it was strictly from getting some pretty terrible sleep. So what are some things that could help you go to sleep, right? Let's start with that. What are things that can help you go to sleep? One of the first things you can do was you want to make it relaxing. Right before you go to sleep, you want to try to make a relaxing bedtime routine. That could be one thing that I want to try that I know works. Well, I don't know works for me personally, but from what I've read works for lots and lots of people, is reading a book before bed. Excuse me, not on your screen though, like a physical book. So I'm not talking a Kindle or a tablet. Reading a physical book, using maybe I have a little lamp for my book, that like one of those book lights. It's a red light, so it doesn't emit very much blue. We'll get into that in another story. It doesn't emit very much blue light, but I have one of those and I can read books. I know that from what I've read and from all of the videos I've watched and all the information I've learned in regards to sleep, helping go to sleep and sleep patterns and sleep routines, lots and lots of people who optimize their sleep read books. It's nice and it is a calming activity. It's good for your mind. From what I understand, you can retain a lot of information right before you go to sleep. So that's a benefit, especially if you're reading something that is informational. And it helps you to wind down. So reading a book is probably something that's something I want to do, and I want to do sooner rather than later, but it's something that I know can help optimize your sleep. What else can you do? I want to talk about drinking water, not drinking like alcohol. I want to talk about drinking water before bed. It is proven that you should stop drinking liquids, not just water, but liquids in general, within 2 hours of going to bed, so that your body is not prone to making you have to go use the bathroom while sleeping, which will disrupt sleep. Recently, I've been drinking tea a little too late, and I've been getting up and going and using the bathroom 2 or 3 times a night. It's been really disrupting my sleep. So it's pretty obvious to me that I need to drink my tea earlier. And my wife is in the same boat. We kind of figured this out together. And so we're gonna start drinking tea a little bit earlier and do our liquid cutoff earlier. But drinking tea is another thing. So stop your liquids maybe around 2 hour mark before you get into before you get into bed, and drinking tea can help. So there's that sleepy time tea. I do that every single night. I drink this turmeric ginger tea. Turmeric's very good for inflammation, and I drink this turmeric ginger tea, and ginger is calming. It also has ashwagandha in it, which is very calming. Good for your overall health, but your kind of like your mood. It's kind of like for lack of better terms, it helps calm your mood. So that's good for nighttime. So that's something I drink. I already can tell you, I'm already all over the place in this video. So I'm sorry I'm jumping back and forth, but what would we do if you were sitting in the car with me having this conversation? The exact same thing. I'd be telling you all the same stuff in the same exact kind of fashion. But so I drink tea. That's what I do. I make sure I drink tea before bed. I try not to drink it too late anymore, so I don't have to get up and use the bathroom. And I take supplements. I don't take supplements. I don't know why I just said that. I take melatonin. I do take melatonin, 1 milligram of melatonin. Make sure I don't take very much of that. Sometimes I do also take CBD before bed, but I haven't recently been doing that. Melatonin does help. From what I just learned this though, melatonin has a window. It's like a 15-minute window where you want to take it like right when you're getting into bed, because melatonin has a way of effectively working for you within the first 15 to 30 minutes or so, and it will very much help you. But it also can, and take this with a grain of salt, but it can, for some people, which I think has happened to me in the past, if you take it and then you wait too long to go to bed, it won't really have the same effect. It won't really help you wind down and go to sleep and actually fall asleep. So you might want, if you're taking melatonin, take small doses, like that 5 milligram and above, 5-10 milligrams. That seems to have scientifically proven to have kind of negative effects. I mean, not really helping with sleep. And again, you can check some of this research, and that's probably a little bit individual variances as well. But I lowered mine. I used to do the 10. I lowered mine to, I think it's a 1, between a 1 and a 3. I switch back and forth, and I think it's working spectacular, like much better. So I do that before sleep. You can read a book, right? You can do, if you have access to a sauna, doing a sauna within the couple hours of sleeping. I think it's within 3 hours of going to sleep. Really helps relax you. If you don't have a sauna and you really want to help wind down, you can take a warm shower. It's not as hot as a sauna, so that might be nice for some people who don't want to get in and burn up in a sauna. But you can take a nice warm shower. Or bath. Baths are nice. Don't really have a bathtub that I want to kind of get into. Not that there's anything wrong with my bathtub. I'm not really into the whole bathtub situation. But you can take a bath. That will help wind you down. You could even read a book in the bath. That might actually be a twofer right there. So you can read a book in the bath, right? I'm gonna park here. So there's a couple of things that you can do. But I think it's important to have a bedtime routine. So I would say my best advice for a bedtime routine is keep, and I said this in the same video. I said this not in the same video, and I said this in my sleep video too. I think I'm gonna say this a lot. My best advice for a sleep routine is to keep your bedtime at the same time, even throughout the weekend. So if you go to bed at 10, try to keep your bedtime at 10. Start your bedtime routine however long, maybe half an hour beforehand, and make that a habit so that you're doing the same thing. If you get into bed half an hour before bed and you want to read a book, read your book a half an hour before, and make sure you keep that routine. A nighttime routine is very important to, a kind of like a healthy sleep overnight. I think that would be my best advice in regards to the sleep, would be the nighttime routine. Find one that works for you. Trial and error, right? So if you try a couple things and you're just like, oh, this isn't working, don't give up. Okay, trial and error. It might take a little bit for you to find exactly what you want, exactly what you want to do, and how it benefits you. But you'll find it. I have very much faith. If you have any tips that you use, any wind down tricks to wind down at night before you go to bed, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear. Maybe I can utilize some of those. If you like the video, hit that subscribe button. If you want to, you can help share and hit that like button, the thumbs up or the heart, whatever it may be. That greatly helps the channel. And I hope to see everybody in the next video. I appreciate you listening to my rant for the day. Later, dreamers.